Crazy.
I wanted to join your Miami thing. You guys look like you're having fun. We're live. I just realized that.
We're live, but we can talk about Miami.
Next time you're in Miami, I want to know. I want to go.
Okay, let's do it. Actually, we've got a couple of retreats planning. I'll share it with you guys in the green room. All right, ladies. So happy Monday. You caught a little bit of our conversation in the green room, which is always beautiful. I always wonder, like, should we be taping the beginning because there are always great conversations, and then we end. There's always really great conversations after. So maybe we'll add that later on. I am Violette de Ayala. I'm the founder of FemCity, and you're joining us today for our Monday Motivation series. We meet every Monday. We're going to change the time in September just to work with more time zones, but I'm going to say 12 p.m. for the rest of August. Today, we're talking about how we can increase our marketing efforts. We know a lot of femmes out there that are looking to up-level their brand and their career or their business. And so our theme for FemCity for the month of August is all about up-leveling. And so today, we're going to talk about that as well. I've invited these beautiful humans to join me today. We're going to go in alphabetical order so we always know who's going up next. Giselle, if you can share a little bit about who you are for those that don't know you.
Yes. So I am a purpose-driven branding coach. Why is that super important? Is because I lead all my students and in my membership group first and foremost with the mindset. You need to be purpose-driven. You need to have clarity before you can actually give value to others. So that is a little bit about what I do.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And these three are marketing branding experts. So this is like going to be amazing. Let's go to Shannon. Shannon, share a little bit about you and who you are, please.
Well, I'm Shannon with Shannon Lee Strategy, and I'm a digital marketing and social media coach. And I teach those bootstrapping women business owners how to grow their business using simple digital marketing and social media strategies so they become less overwhelmed, get results, save time, and make money. And I do that through coaching. So I'm happy to be here, and I love FemCity.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Hey, Tayloria, share a little bit about yourself too, please.
Yes. Hello. My name is Tayloria Grant. I'm a visibility catalyst and marketing coach. And what I love doing is helping female online entrepreneurs master their message, simplify marketing, and leverage social media. So I'm glad to be here today with these other lovely marketing professionals.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. For those that are joining us live, you can ask questions. You can share your aha moments. You can also just add love. We also love love. So you can just go ahead and share some love as well. We'll go ahead and highlight it here. If you're watching the replay, because I know many of you like to binge FemCity content during the weekends, you can always reach out to any of us if you have questions. We're going to have it all available for you. So if you want to reach out to any of our panelists, at any time, you can reach out to them. So we'll have that there for you. So don't ever think that you've expired in the possibility of contributing and being a part of this conversation. It is always ongoing. So let's talk about that. At the end of the day, we want to know action steps. So how can we increase our marketing efforts with a simple act? You know, there's so much information out there. There's so much going on. What do you find to be the truest, the most productive, efficient way when it comes to increasing our marketing efforts so that we have more money in our pockets? What is your advice, Giselle?
Mine is going to be really, really simple, and it's the most difficult. Show up. Show up. Yes. Messy, gritty, wrong. Just show up, give value, share the pain points of what your customers are going through and the fact that you are the solution. Share it with passion, share it with intention, but you've got to show up so people know that you are there to give them relief. Show up.
It would help if I unmute myself. So that, I love how you phrase that because it is the easiest yet the most difficult thing. I still have challenges with that. Definitely.
Let's talk about that.
Yeah, let's talk about that. So we just had a director's retreat here in Miami, and Giselle is one of our directors and came, and we spent time together the whole weekend. And it was a good lesson for me to show up. So I've done like a personal 30-day challenge for myself to show up more. I posted a picture with my stretch marks and everything on Instagram. So I'm showing up both professionally and business-wise.
How did I miss this? What is happening right now?
Yes, exactly. There she's looking to look it up. Anyway. So Shannon, what is your advice for femmes because I know that you also do a lot of this with what you do professionally. What's that one tip that really helps women when it comes to marketing efforts?
Show up, but show up on video. And video does not have to be hard. It doesn't have to be hard. And I have to say, like, I have a broadcasting degree in video, and I learned how to do it old school where you had to like hit the buttons and edit and do all the splicing. And then I was in that splicing age / computerized age. So I learned both, but it has just gotten easier and easier and easier, especially with this little guy. It is just so much easier now to do video. You can just get a start by just showing up on video, and it can be messy, but messy inspired action is better than no action. So messy inspired action, it doesn't have to be perfect. Get rid of the perfection and just start showing up, and show up where your audience is, most importantly.
Yeah, love that. And I want to give some love for a class that you taught for us years ago. Not years ago. 2020 messes me up. But years ago could be like literally last month. You taught us how to make films with iMovie. That was a really great tutorial. And also how to create reels where you walked us through and you helped us add in the letters and all that stuff. So check that out in the FemCity library as well if you want to go ahead and do more video. Tayloria, what is your advice for femmes that are looking at really increasing their marketing efforts?
Yes, I love all of these. You know, Giselle saying, show up, Shannon with video. So what can I add to this? The other piece I like to share is, as you're doing this, really share your area of genius. You are an expert. You know, many times we doubt ourselves, but back to, as Giselle said earlier, you're going to share, you know, what problem that you're solving, how can you help in that area, and the results that you give. And I think, you know, as you show up and you're serving from the heart, being purpose-driven, being authentic, the pressure starts to come away because you're serving. If someone needs your solutions, they're going to see you and know, and then the rest begins to unfold. But don't be afraid to, you know, just show how you can help others.
I love that you added that point, Tayloria, because I know a lot of femmes will say, I don't want to share too much because if I share too much, they're not going to hire me, right? That's like the I know you guys all get it all the time from clients. Yes. And I will share this example for those that are thinking like that. Months ago, I had Danielle Gagnon taught a great class for FemCity on SEO. It was an amazing class. I think it was like an hour-long class. She walked us through. And so we learned about SEO. We learned the power of SEO. She taught us how to do it. At the end of the day, I hired her to help me do the SEO on the website, the FemCity website. Why? Because her class gave me information that I needed as someone who was looking to see, is this going to be beneficial to us? Because we had SEO consultants years ago. Mm-hmm. And so even if you show up and you share everything you've got, people will still hire you because that's not my superhero talent. That's not your superhero talent, like talking to somebody else. Hire the people that is their superhero talent. So so even if you're sharing it, don't ever have that poverty mindset of like, oh my gosh, if I share everything, they're not going to hire me, because chances are they will probably hire you more because now you've informed them on how powerful, how informative, how that is your jam and how they need you in their life. So I love that you share that, Tayloria, because that's something that femmes say all the time. I don't want to share too much. I don't want to share it all. I don't want to. And also I hear femmes say, well, I mean, really someone's going to pay me for that? I mean, that's like everyone knows that. No, not everybody knows what you have. Like, that's not, I don't know what these three women have. And I think I'm pretty marketing savvy. There is no way I can even come close to the knowledge that you all have when it comes to marketing. So, you know, we think that who's going to pay for that? But the reality is not everyone has this information that we have. That's taken us quite some time to gather. So just wanted to add that. Sorry, Tayloria. I was just like,
no apologies. You just added, I think, and it all works together. I think that's the beautiful thing. But Violet, I just totally agree. So many times we think we don't want to give too much, but value is so key. And even an hour, when you think about, I imagine we have like 100 years here of experience together. Yeah. I mean, I have 29 just alone, but you think in 1 hour, you are not going to share everything. And back to the value that you can give, and other people, once they hire you, you're going to be able to personalize it.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. So I forgot to mention Cecilia sent some love. Hi, amazing lady. Cecilia is one of our South Texas femmes. And then we have Great Point from a Facebook user. So we don't know who you are, but if you want to tell us, we're happy to give you some shout out and some love as well. We're going to start wrapping up now. So what is your final advice for those that are looking to really leverage that marketing and increase their visibility, Giselle? And also, how can femmes find you to learn more about the work you're doing in this world?
Yes, absolutely. Okay, so what keeps people from showing up? Because it's very easy for me to say it, right? And us on this panel, we're used to showing up because we know the power in communication on social media. We know the shift, right? Because we live it. We do this for a living. But the thing is that what is keeping you is the overwhelm of what to post, how to post, am I going to look stupid? All these things that pop into our head because it's mindset. It happens to me with other things that I have to get centered and create a plan. So what I want you to do is your plan of action is going to be answering the question, who are you? You're not just what you do for a living. You are a mother. You are a wife. You are a community leader. You are a volunteer. Like whatever it is, you are so many things. You are me. I'm a kickboxer now. Yes. So I'm a walker. I love to walk. I'm a dog mom. There are so many facets to us. That is what people want to know. It's not just about your business because people want to know if they can relate to you. People want to know if they can trust you. And the only way to do that is by building that relationship. So what I want you to do is I want you to list out who are you? And that is going to give you content to show up with a little more confidence because you're going to go, okay, Monday, I'm going to talk about the fact that I do kickboxing twice a week. And then Tuesday, I'm going to talk about, it just allows you a little more structure to show up powerfully. And when you get better, then it's not going to be so hard, but you got to start somewhere. So take the overwhelm out and create a plan.
Love it. And Giselle, I think you taught a class for FemCity also on how to create a social media calendar.
Yes.
I believe that was an amazing class. It's another one that a lot of femmes binge. So head over to the FemCity library and check that out. It's free for you. So, and there's some more. I love that came through. Linda, another FemCity Global member. Thanks for the advice.
Absolutely.
Go ahead.
Where can you find me? Hold up. Wait a minute. Because I want everybody to know that you can send me a message, a DM, and ask me anything. There is not I don't nickel and dime. I don't charge you. I want you to show up powerfully. So if I can answer the question in a DM, if I can answer a question pretty quickly, I'm going to answer anything and everything that you throw at me. So that is the Branding Professor on Instagram. And why am I not giving you anything else? Because I want you to download Instagram if you haven't already.
Excellent tip. So more love came through from Cecilia. Oh my God. Yes. Great advice. So just kind of highlighting those two pieces of love that came through. Shannon, your final advice, and also how can femmes find you to learn more about the work you're doing in this world?
So to piggyback on what Giselle said, who you are is very important. And the other thing you think about is what you're an expert at. So what are people asking you constantly? Show up don't fake it, be relatable, but also be the expert in what you're going to make an impact in. And some easy ways to do that are what are things people are most asking you, and create the social media, the blog posts, the videos, all around that. It takes 5 to 20 times for somebody to remember something you said. So you're not giving it all away when you say it one time. You have to say it 20 times. In fact, there's one woman that's like, I think I watch you every day and I know you're starting to repeat things. And that's because you've watched me thousands of times say things. So know what your audience wants to hear from you. And if you don't know, ask. And I always go in FemCity and ask, when I am trying to figure out something or try to help or develop some content, I'm going to go to my femmes first. You can find me at Shannon Lee Strategy on Instagram. And just like Giselle, if you're not on Instagram, get on Instagram. That's where you can find me. And you can always reach out and ask me, set up a 15-minute one-to-one. I'm open book for my femmes.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And I love, by the way, that you mentioned repeating it over and over again. I have fallen into that too. So when we had our YouTube channel producer years ago, and that was years ago for sure, not like months ago, she would say, why don't you do this topic? I'm like, oh, I already covered that. I covered like 2 years ago. It's like, what? So I love that you shared that, because that was literally me thinking, well, I already covered it. People know that already. And it was like, we have to say it so many times for it to sink in. And sometimes we have to say it through different words, different presentation. Like sometimes it's just the presentation also of how we deliver that to help others receive the information that we're giving. So I love that you shared that. Thank you so much. And I love, by the way, that you shared your, you always use that Facebook group. You always use, and I love that. That's what it's there for. It's there for you to get information, get advice, get direction, clarity, whatever. So I love that you use that too. All right, let's go to Tayloria. Tayloria, your final advice, and how can femmes find you, learn more about the work you're doing in this world?
Yes. So as femmes are listening, I love the first piece, Giselle, like writing out everything that you do. Then with Shannon, on top of it, you're going to start to say, okay, where can I start to show up even more? So to piggyback again, I want to ask you to even stretch that faith a little bit more, to get outside of your comfort zone. And the simple act you can do for your marketing that is very powerful, we know video works, is to go live like we're doing today. Try to move past those fears. You're going to have a list of so many things that you can talk about. And even if you feel like you're being repetitive, think about how many times are you missing something. If you're on Twitter, if you're on Facebook, people are not seeing your every single move. And if they are, that's even better. That means they're engaged and they really want to hear from you. So in my group program, actually this week, we're going live. And the first one, it's funny, Giselle, you mentioned about even like your why and who you are. That's what we're doing today, introductions. So an easy one that you can do is talk about what do you do, how do you serve, and ultimately, connect even more. And some of the fun things too. I say I'm an Italy addict on top of my other roles. And so people usually remember that. Where can you find me? You also can find me on Instagram, Tayloria Grant. I also would encourage you, if you want to get more visible, I have a free Facebook group, The Art of Visibility Lounge, for female online entrepreneurs, where we like to help you even more and have a supportive group of like-minded female entrepreneurs rooting you on to get visible. So again, that is just a few little tips on easier ways that you can increase your marketing efforts.
Love it. And we had some love that came through in a question. So Cecilia said, what a full picture conversation. Thank you, ladies, for the amazing in-sync advice. And then we had a femme ask, should we go live and then post on Instagram? And so let's go round table. We'll go alphabetical order. Giselle?
Oh my God, I love this, because when you go live, it notifies all the people that follow you, right? Or like the people that are most active with you, it notifies them. And so when it does that, maybe they don't go click on at that moment, right? Maybe they're busy themselves doing what they're doing. However, when you post, they have actively already seen your username pop up. Then you post and they see you in the feed. They're most likely, because they saw you 2 times in a row, get curious and click and figure out like what is up. Like you went live and now you're posting. So the other little hack I want to give you guys is that before you post, go give love to the people on your feed. Those people on your feed have either just been activated because somebody liked their post or they just posted. What happens when you post? You get on their feed. So I want you to start to do those little algorithm hacks that are going to get you more visibility. So that is a great question, Facebook user without a name.
Exactly. Shannon, do you want to add anything to that?
Yes, go live on Instagram, practice on Facebook. I have a great challenge coming up next month. I'll drop in the FemCity later. But one hack that's really helped my business is downloading that Instagram live, putting it on your website, and making it into a blog post and repurposing it. And then from there, repurpose it even more for social media. So there's just like, you could repurpose one thing into 20 topics on social media. So download it. You can use, like, I think it's igram.io to download it and then put it on your website. And then you have blog posts, and that's SEO magic and things like that. So yes, go live, because it's just not one and done. You can do so many things with it.
Love it. Tayloria, you want to add something to
Yes. I see the question, should we go live and then post on Instagram? I want to encourage you. So many of the social media platforms are utilizing video. So back to repurposing, if you go live on Facebook, you also can download and even put that on IGTV, depending on the length. So think about, wherever your tribe is living, what are the video components that social media platform utilizes? And from that, you will be able to repurpose, like Shannon said, blogs, and the options are endless. You don't need to continue to recreate new content, repurpose what you have, but hopefully these tips will get you going and get you live today. Don't wait.
Don't wait. I love it, love it, love it. Thank you so much, ladies, for all of your wisdom. Over 100 years worth of experience right here. Plus, I would say plus. If you found a lot of great success in any of these tips or all these tips, please let us know. You can join the conversation. You can keep on commenting, tag us, reach out to any of these three beautiful women. They all want your success. They want to see you do really well in all aspects of your life. And thanks so much for joining us. To learn more about FemCity, head over to femcity.com. We've got a free 30-day trial waiting for you if you haven't tried us out yet. And we will be back on Wednesday for our Wednesday Wisdom series. And we'll see you then. Bye.
Bye.